What's up guys, and welcome to episode 16 of the Manchester United career mode. Kind of good to be in season 2. I wasn't sure if we were going to do a second season after the first one, depending on how this was viewed and received. We seem to be doing alright, so we'll keep going for now. In this episode, Liverpool, Chelsea, Wolves, hard games to finish off the summer transfer window, definitely. But we won't waste too much time, we'll get straight into Liverpool. Also played Liverpool in the FA Community Shield. So we had a look at our team then, when we said that we hadn't really any changes. Again, even here I don't think really we'll get any changes to the team. Also in the Community Shield we beat them by 4 goals to 1. In fact the main change also you can see Andre Silva starting up front, so no Diogo Jota, so he's not on the bench, so maybe Liverpool won't score. No Jota, no score. They do go close with a Trent Alexander-Arnold free kick, and then afterwards Jadon Sancho manages to just beat Van Dijk to that ball as he hits a shot wide of the near post. However, not too long after that, Sancho is once again onto the ball, finds it to Danny Ings, lovely little pull through the legs for Bruno Fernandes, and Bruno Fernandes was not missing a one-on-one chance to make it 1-0 to Manchester United at the Kop end. Going at the end of half time, Liverpool hadn't really done too much in this game. The free kick was always really seen, and come here, Sadio Mane trying a bit greedy, could have cut that back to, I think it was Silva there in the middle for potentially an easier tap in. And as we go into the second half, we nearly lose the ball and give them a chance, but Maguire does win it back and plays lovely pass and play between Pogba and Sancho to release us on the counter, 4v2 at this point. You think to yourself, surely they won't muck it up. We won't. Sancho clips it across, past Danny Ings, maybe he'd overcooked the pass, but there was Mason Greenwood to score his first goal of the Premier League season. Also scored against Liverpool in the Community Shield also as well. Liverpool did have a chance to get a goal back, and they kept coming in the second half. They were definitely trying a bit more in the second half and finding at least some pockets of space. But even there, as you see, we keep it going well, and Mason Greenwood gets the chance to go through. You see Bruno Fernandes there in the middle, plays it across. Fernandes unselfishly flicks it to Jadon Sancho, and Jadon Sancho smashes the ball in, 90th minute, 3-0 at Anfield to Manchester United. 2 games in a row now against Liverpool, 1 at Wembley, 1 at Anfield, and 3-goal victories in both matches. Moving on, we see we get some results, some offers for our youngsters, and like Barnsley offering for Grief and Galbraith. Real Madrid offer a swap deal, Brahim Diaz for Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire is 29, I was considering this, 23-year-old Brahim Diaz, especially for the cam role as backup for Bruno, but I'd probably thought about it more if, in the sense of, if we hadn't signed Fabio Vieira already. And also Brahim Diaz is also former Manchester City, so it was one of those ones where we're a wee bit like, maybe we don't want to sign him, however we do make a signing of a former Manchester City youngster as we look to bring in Kasper Schmeichel from Leicester. Obviously we sold Dean Henderson to Arsenal for 34.8 million, and we tried to get a wee bit cheaper, 35-year-old goalkeeper for backup, 85 rated though, but we ended up paying 7.6 million. I mean, for an 85 rated keeper, maybe 35, but definitely will be an absolutely good backup as we let the youngsters try and catch up. As we see here, Lino Mendoza, our Argentinian youngster, we look to try and loan out to Rio Ave in Portugal. Manchester City, well, we'll deal with that in a second. Ethan Galbraith, we accepted an offer for Barnsley, chose not to go, and then we get another offer in, 50,000 more from Swansea, we accept that. Then Manchester City come in with a 156 million offer for Jadon Sancho, which we say, no thank you, bye bye, you had your chance and you missed it. As we go into now the Chelsea game. Chelsea are a very weird team, obviously we beat them 3-0 in the last game of the season. We got off to a good start, Edouard Mendy obviously in goal for them here. But they're always a team that they've definitely got a good defence. Eder Militao, Tomori's back. Obviously, he's actually off to AC Milan now, as they have taken up the buyback clause. And we were really on top of Chelsea for a lot of this game, right up until the 40th, just before half time. Pulisic managing to get through, and there's Kai Havertz? No, with Mason Mount, got the wrong one. Mason Mount, completely free in the middle of the box to volley home. And Harry Maguire making an absolute... Harry gets away with the shot, but Maguire just says, sort of shoulder him in the face and give away the penalty. Of which the German steps up to hit it and makes no mistake burying it into the bottom corner. 2-0 Chelsea at Old Trafford. Not great second game. We're 2 goals down in our first home game of the season. We're needing something to pick up, but not long after that penalty we do manage to find at least one goal back. Jack Grealish playing this ball through Danny Ings, who just rifled the ball past Edward Mendy. Just basically hit the ball in anger to get his third goal of the Premier League season. I just realised this isn't our first game at Old Trafford. We played Brighton at home in the first game in the last episode. Never mind. Second home game, but first real test at home. So, lovely, very passing play. Try to find a way through this Chelsea defence just really wasn't happening. Pogba getting his settle on the ball and just using a little screen there for Sancho. Didn't really work out. Sancho holds the ball up, and suddenly the defence just chased things, and it's just opened the space up for Pogba to go and smash the ball into the bottom corner and make it 2-all. And 2-all was where this game finished. Chelsea throwing away that 2-goal advantage. Ings and Pogba saving Manchester United and keeping our Premier League undefeated streak alive, as we already have lost in this season already to Borussia Dortmund. Get transfer for Real Betis for Diogo Dalot, and I did think about this. But honestly, Max Aarons wasn't filling me with too much confidence at this point in time. And I was like, you know what? I didn't really feel there was a right back right now that I was looking at to be good second choice, because especially when I'm considering that Aaron's may not even be first choice, that we chose to reject it, and we actually bring Dalot, I think, into the team for this game, just to make the point. So we'd have a look at the Wolves side. Interesting goalkeeper, probably a youngster, so we'd probably take advantage of that. Poulsen up front for Wolves. Max Aarons, as I said, wasn't filling with confidence, and he was playing this game, and he gets sent off inside 11 minutes. Yeah, there was a reason why Max Aarons wasn't filling with confidence, and it was that second yellow card. However, not long after getting that yellow card, we do manage to get a breakaway. Fernando Nino is playing up front today for us due to obviously just Ings being a bit tired, and Bruno Fernandes curls an absolute beauty of a goal. I think Collard does in fact get a hand to this though. Tried to score a couple of these for a while. Just hits it, and I'm pretty sure Collard does actually have both hands at the fingertips. See a little bit better from this angle here, won't we? Ball curls. Yeah, he gets his hands to them, doesn't make a good enough save, and they go into the bottom corner. Even with 10 men, Wolves just were not really playing well. Even we had 10 men and we were just finding so much space. You wouldn't actually know who had 10 men. And Grealish into Fernandes into Fernando Nino, as Nino scores his first Premier League goal for us, and I think in what is probably his first start, proving to be a decent wee player. Ruben Neves scoring against his former club though as well, absolute screamer of a goal. Definitely got that in his locker. What he doesn't have in his locker is dance moves. What is that? You know what, the less we talk about that, the better. It's a lovely little touch and set up, and he's smashed it top corner, top bins. Absolutely lovely goal. Wolves fans are more likely seeing that for them rather than against. But absolutely beautiful strike, clean strike, and that's what you like to see. We did get a wee bit too complacent after this though, as just before half time we did allow Wolves in. Nelson Semedo bringing the ball across, putting it across, and there was Lars Den Donker, the Belgian international, tapping home into an open goal to make it 3-1 and to give Wolves a way back into this match. And in the second half, Wolves were definitely a more dominant side. 10 minutes into half time, Luis Alberto putting the ball through to Christopher Nkunku, and Oblak makes a massive save, and that was really where this game ended. No really chances afterwards, as we win this match by 3-1. So a very good start for us in the league. beating Liverpool, the draw with Chelsea, and beating Wolves, definitely. We got a couple of transfers, one for a youngster, one Marquez, which we had rejected. We got an offer of 46.9 million for Donny van de Beek. And I've been looking at the midfield, and I definitely thought we had a lot of midfielders at this point. And we sat and think about it, and in the end I thought Donny has not really got to play as much, and we do choose to accept this offer for Donny van de Beek of 46.9 million to sell him to Atletico Madrid. I then choose to bring in one of my players, if that makes sense, for 25 million for Dennis Mann here. Obviously, Dennis Mann for me is an absolutely great player, and when they come back with 32.4, I thought great, he's at least 80 rated. No issues there at all, and so we go in to get the contract sorted, and I'm thinking 32 million, 80 rated player, easily above the 80 rated at this point. Normally by season 3, like I've used them in other universes, different going to parallel universal career modes, and by season 3 I've had him up as high as 90 rated because he's just so dominant. He's such a good player, especially if you play him as a change him to striker, change him to centre forward, and then to change to striker, he's absolutely great left foot. But obviously, that's if he's up there where he should be. Sadly, however, if we look at it, he is 78 rated. 32 million for 78 rated. I was not impressed. 32 weeks to get the striker, 6 weeks to get centre forward, so we do change him to centre forward, and as we see, Van de Beek does get sold, but we do get an offer here for Bruno Fernandes, 117.6 million from Paris Saint-Germain. Tempted to negotiate? Not at all. We weren't risking losing our star player. 117, I want at least double that for Bruno. That's how much he means to us as a Premier League side. As you can see, though, we've spent 300 million again this summer. Don't get me wrong, the majority of that was on Haaland. We've not exactly brought in like millions of players, but we've brought in where we've had to. Get some offers after the transfer window, loan to buy for Twanzebe, which gets rejected, but we do accept the offer from Barnsley for Aliou Traore. Meaning you don't get a single offer for the entire summer window, and then the minute it finishes, you get an offer. Anyways, we'll have a little look at the league table. The top 4 are undefeated. We are all on 10 points. We stick top on the goal difference. No big surprises so far. Our team's maybe left on 16th, a bit of a shocker. They've not won a game yet, neither have Bournemouth. Quite a surprising amount of teams, even after 4 games, not winning games. Especially when you can, if you look at this, the bottom 5, Leicester, Derby, Bournemouth, Everton, West Brom, all without any wins. Everton and West Brom without any points. I did not expect Everton, after the season they had in the Championship last season, to be on 4 losses on the bounce. But you know what, we'll see what happens as we go on. And you know what, if you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, please like and subscribe, leave a comment, algorithm, and I will see you next time. Peace.